Have you ever truly looked at your cat and wondered if they see something you don't? Perhaps it's the way they suddenly stare into the corner of the room, their ears twitching, their body frozen like a statue. Or maybe it's how they refuse to enter a particular space, no matter how much you coax them. These behaviors are not just random quirks. They are whispers of a deeper connection, a spiritual awareness that we, as humans, have largely forgotten, but that our feline companions carry within them. Today, I want to share with you something profound: the way cats warn us of bad things, not just in the physical world, but in the unseen realms of energy, emotion, and spirit. Let's start with a truth we often overlook: animals are deeply intuitive. They operate not just through logic, but through a heightened sensitivity to the vibrations of the universe. Cats, in particular, are like spiritual antennas. Their senses are finely tuned to pick up shifts in energy, subtle changes in the environment, and even the presence of something beyond what we can see. Have you ever felt uneasy in a situation, only to notice that your cat is acting strangely too? Maybe they start pacing, hiding, or growling softly at nothing you can perceive. This isn't coincidence, it's a warning. Your cat is trying to tell you, pay attention. Something is off. But why cats? Why do they seem so connected to the spiritual world? For centuries, cats have been revered as mystical creatures. In ancient Egypt, they were considered sacred, protectors of the home from both physical and spiritual threats. In folklore, they are often seen as guardians of the veil between worlds. And today, those same instincts persist. When your cat reacts to something unseen, they may be sensing a shift in energy, a negative vibration, a harmful intent, or even an entity that doesn't belong. Take a moment to reflect on this. How often do you ignore the subtle signs around you? We live in a world that prioritizes logic and reason, dismissing the unseen and unexplainable. But your cat is reminding you of something ancient, something primal. They are urging you to trust your intuition, to listen to the whispers of your own spirit. Think about the last time you felt uneasy for no apparent reason. Did you dismiss it as paranoia, or did you allow yourself to explore what your inner self was trying to tell you?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
When your cat warns you, they are not just protecting you from external threats. They are also guiding you inward, asking you to reflect on your own energy. Are you carrying stress, anger, or fear that is attracting negativity into your space? Cats are incredibly sensitive to human emotions. They can feel the weight of your sadness, the sharpness of your frustration, the heaviness of your anxiety. If you notice your cat avoiding you, hiding, or acting restless, ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What am I projecting into my environment? One of the most fascinating ways cats warn us of bad things is through their behavior in specific spaces. Have you ever noticed your cat refusing to enter a certain room or corner of your home? Or perhaps they stare intently at a spot, their eyes wide, their tail flicking. This is not random behavior. Cats are highly attuned to energy fields. They can sense areas where the energy is stagnant, heavy, or even hostile. If your cat avoids a particular space, it may be a sign that the energy there needs to be cleared. Here's something practical you can do when your cat acts this way. Take a moment to pause and reflect. Sit in the space they are avoiding. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. What do you feel? Is there a heaviness, a tension, a sense of unease? Trust your instincts. If you feel that the energy is off, cleanse the space. You can use sage, sound, or simply your own intention to clear the negativity. Speak words of light and protection, inviting positive energy to fill the space. And always thank your cat for alerting you. They are your partner in maintaining the harmony of your home. Now, let's go even deeper. Cats don't just warn us of bad energy in our environment. They also protect us from spiritual forces. In many cultures, it's believed that cats can see beyond the physical realm. They can perceive spirits, entities, and energies that we cannot. When your cat suddenly hisses, growls, or arches their back at nothing, they may be reacting to a presence you cannot see. This isn't something to fear. Instead, see it as a gift. Your cat is acting as a spiritual guardian, shielding you from harm. But this raises an important question: how do we strengthen our own spiritual awareness? If cats can sense these things, why can't we? The truth is, we can. We just need to relearn how to listen. Our intuition is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more we use it. Start by observing your own energy. How do you feel in different environments? How do people's words and actions affect you? Pay attention to the subtle shifts in your emotions and physical sensations. This is your body speaking to you, guiding you, warning you. And here's where it gets truly profound. Your cat is not just warning you of bad things. They are teaching you how to protect yourself. When they hiss at a negative presence, they are showing you the power of boundaries. When they avoid a toxic space, they are reminding you to trust your instincts. When they cuddle up to you during a difficult time, they are teaching you the healing power of love and connection. Your cat is not just a pet. They are a spiritual guide, a mirror reflecting your own inner wisdom. So let me ask you this: what are you ignoring in your life? What signs, warnings, or messages have you dismissed because they didn't fit into the logical framework of your mind? Your cat is challenging you to see beyond the surface, to trust in the unseen, to embrace the mystery of life. Are you willing to listen? Let's talk about the connection between humans and cats. It's deeper than most people realize. When you bring a cat into your life, it's not just a random act. It's as if something greater, call it energy, fate, or even spirit, has aligned to bring you together. Cats don't just wander into your home, they step into your life with purpose. Have you ever noticed how cats seem to choose their humans rather than the other way around? There's a reason for that. They are drawn to the energy you carry, to something within you that resonates with their own purpose. This connection between cats and humans is ancient. Cultures throughout history have recognized the special role of cats. In ancient Egypt, they were revered as protectors, not only in the physical sense but also in the spiritual realm. They were believed to guard against dark forces, ensuring balance and harmony within the home. Even today, that role hasn't changed. Your cat isn't just sitting on the windowsill for no reason. They are observing, attuned to the currents of energy that flow through your space. And when the balance is off, they know it before you do. But this relationship isn't one-sided. Cats protect us, yes, but they also teach us. And one of their greatest lessons is this: pay attention. We live in a world full of distractions. Our minds are constantly racing, jumping from one thought to the next, rarely stopping to notice what's right in front of us. Cats, on the other hand, are masters of presence. Watch them. When they focus on something, a sound, a movement, a patch of sunlight, they give it their full attention. They're not thinking about what happened yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. They are fully here. What would it look like if we lived like that? If we gave our full attention to the moment we're in, instead of letting our minds wander? Cats remind us of something we've forgotten: the power of stillness. When the world feels chaotic, when everything seems to be moving too fast, they show us how to slow down. Have you ever been stressed and your cat suddenly curls up beside you, purring softly? That's not just a comforting gesture, it's a transfer of energy. Their purrs vibrate at a frequency that has been shown to reduce stress and promote healing. It's as if they're saying, be still, breathe, you're safe. But let's not romanticize this bond too much. It's not always soft purrs and peaceful moments. Cats can be challenging too. They have boundaries, and they enforce them unapologetically. If they don't want to be touched, they'll let you know. If they sense something isn't right, they'll act out in ways that force you to pay attention. This isn't them being difficult or stubborn. This is them teaching you how to respect boundaries, not just theirs, but your own as well. How often do you let others cross your boundaries because you don't want to seem rude or unkind? Cats don't have that problem. They remind us that it's okay to say no, to protect our space, to demand respect. And there's something else they teach us: how to let go. Have you ever watched a cat walk away from something they don't like? They don't overthink it. They don't dwell on it. They simply move on. Imagine if we could do that. How much lighter would we feel if we stopped holding on to grudges, regrets, or the need to control everything? Cats show us that letting go isn't about giving up. It's about freeing yourself from what no longer serves you. Now, let's get practical. How can we strengthen this bond with our cats, this partnership that goes beyond the physical? First, start by observing them. Really observing, not just what they do, but how they do it. Notice the way they move through your home, the places they're drawn to, the spots they avoid. Pay attention to their reactions to people, sounds, and even your own emotions. When your cat behaves in a way that seems strange or out of character, don't dismiss it. They're communicating something. It might not always be clear what they're saying, but the more you pay attention, the more you'll start to understand. Second, create a space where your cat feels safe and comfortable. This isn't just about physical comfort, it's about energy. Cats thrive in environments that feel calm and balanced. If your home feels chaotic, they'll pick up on that. Take time to clear the energy in your space. Open the windows, let in fresh air, and remove clutter. If you're feeling particularly connected, you can even use tools like candles, incense, or crystals to create a peaceful atmosphere. Your cat will notice the difference, and so will you. Third, take time to connect with your cat on their terms. This might mean sitting quietly while they rest nearby or playing with them when they're feeling active. It's not about forcing a connection, but allowing it to unfold naturally. You'll find that these moments of connection are not just good for your cat, they're good for you too. There's something grounding about sharing space with an animal that is so deeply in tune with the world around them. It pulls you out of your head and back into your body, back into the present. But here's the thing, this bond isn't just about what your cat can teach you or how they can warn you of bad things. It's also about what you can give to them. Cats are incredibly intuitive, but they're not invincible. They feel stress, fear, and even sadness, just like we do. And just as they protect us, it's our responsibility to protect them. This means creating an environment where they feel secure, where their needs are met, where they know they are loved. Have you ever thought about what your cat might need from you, beyond food and shelter? They need your presence. They need your care. They need to know that the bond you share is mutual, that you see them not just as a pet, but as a companion, a partner, a guide. When you give them this, the connection between you deepens in ways that are difficult to describe but impossible to ignore. And now I want to leave you with a thought. What if the challenges you face in life, the moments of doubt and fear, are not just obstacles to overcome but opportunities to grow? And what if your cat, with their quiet presence and unspoken wisdom, is here to help you navigate those moments? What if they see your potential, even when you don't? In the next part, we'll explore the unseen forces that cats protect us from, diving into the spiritual and energetic threats that they sense before we do. We'll also discuss how to recognize when your cat is warning you and what steps you can take to protect both yourself and your home. There's a reason why cats have been associated with the mystical and the unknown for centuries. Their behaviors, their instincts, their ability to sense things that seem beyond the scope of human perception, it's not just coincidence. Cats are protectors in ways that most people don't fully understand, and this protection goes beyond the physical world. They're not just warning you about bad energy or danger, they're actively shielding you from it. Think about the times your cat has suddenly reacted to something you couldn't see. Maybe they hissed at an empty corner, their fur standing on end. Or maybe they froze, their eyes locked onto something invisible to you. These moments aren't random. Cats have a heightened ability to detect shifts in energy, changes in vibration, and even the presence of entities that we're blind to. They're like guardians, standing at the threshold between the seen and unseen, making sure that nothing harmful crosses into your space. But what exactly are they protecting you from? Let's start with energy. Everything in the universe carries energy. The people you meet, the objects you bring into your home, even the emotions you feel, all of it leaves an energetic imprint. Sometimes that energy is positive and uplifting. Other times it's heavy, chaotic, or even harmful. Cats are incredibly sensitive to these energetic shifts. When they sense something is off, they'll react in ways that might seem strange to you but are deeply instinctual for them. For example, if someone visits your home and leaves behind a trail of negativity, anger, jealousy, or sadness, your cat will pick up on it immediately. They might avoid the area where that person sat, or they might spend extra time there, as if they're trying to neutralize the energy. Cats have this remarkable ability to absorb and transform energy. It's almost as if they act as filters, taking in what's harmful and releasing it in a neutral or harmless form. But it doesn't stop at energy. Many cultures and spiritual traditions believe that cats can sense spirits, entities, or presences that exist in dimensions beyond our own. When your cat stares at an empty space, they may be seeing something you can't. This could be a benevolent presence, like a loved one who has passed on, or it could be something less friendly. Cats are natural protectors in these situations. Their reactions, whether it's a hiss, a growl, or simply an intense stare, are their way of creating a boundary, a line that these entities cannot cross. If your cat is acting strangely, it's worth paying attention. Don't dismiss their behavior as meaningless. They're trying to communicate something important. For example, if your cat avoids a particular room or corner of your home, it's a signal that the energy there might be off. This doesn't mean you should panic. Instead, think of it as an opportunity to clear and reset the energy in that space. You can use tools like sage, salt, or even your own intention to cleanse the area. And when you do, you'll often notice your cat relaxing, as if they're letting out a sigh of relief. Another fascinating aspect of cats is their ability to act as a buffer between you and harmful energy. Have you ever noticed your cat sitting on your lap or lying on your chest when you're feeling stressed or upset? This isn't just a comforting gesture. Cats are absorbing the negative energy you're carrying. By being close to you, they're helping to neutralize it, protecting you from its harmful effects. And when they walk away afterward, it's often to release that energy somewhere else, far away from you. This protective role can take a toll on them, though. Cats may sometimes seem tired, withdrawn, or unusually quiet after being in a space with heavy energy or after shielding you from something harmful. It's important to care for them in these moments, just as they care for you. Make sure they have a safe, quiet space to rest and recharge. Treat them with kindness and gratitude, recognizing the weight they're carrying on your behalf. Here's something many people don't think about: cats are not just passive protectors. They're active participants in creating the energy of your home. If your home feels chaotic, tense, or heavy, your cat will feel it too. They'll react to it, but they'll also work to create balance. This is why you might see your cat sitting in a specific spot for hours, seemingly doing nothing. They're not just resting, they're anchoring energy, creating a sense of stability and calm in a space that might otherwise feel turbulent. Cats also seem to have a unique relationship with corners, doorways, and windows. These are places where energy tends to collect or flow through. A cat sitting near a doorway isn't just lounging, they're guarding a threshold. In spiritual terms, doorways and windows are seen as portals, places where energy can enter and exit. Your cat's presence there is like a protective seal, ensuring that only what is safe and positive is allowed through. If your cat frequently sits in a particular spot, it's worth considering why. What energy might be flowing through that space? What might they be guarding you from? And then there's the matter of your own energy. Cats don't just protect you from external threats. They also warn you about the internal ones, the thoughts, emotions, and patterns that might be harming you. If you're carrying anger, resentment, or fear, your cat will sense it. They might act differently around you, becoming distant or clingy, depending on the energy you're projecting. This isn't them rejecting you. It's their way of signaling that something inside you needs attention. One of the most powerful things you can do is learn to align your energy with your cat's. Spend time with them in silence. Watch how they move, how they react, how they interact with the space around them. You'll start to notice patterns, rhythms, and behaviors that you might have missed before. And as you align with their energy, you'll find yourself becoming more attuned to the subtle shifts in your own environment and within yourself. Let's not forget that this relationship is a partnership. Your cat is here to protect and guide you, but you also have a role to play. You're responsible for creating an environment that supports their well-being, just as they support yours. This means not only caring for their physical needs, but also recognizing and respecting their spiritual role in your life. It means listening to them, trusting them, and honoring the bond you share. So when your cat warns you of bad things, whether it's through a hiss, a stare, or a refusal to enter a space, take it seriously. They're not just reacting to random stimuli. They're protecting you, guiding you, and sometimes even challenging you to see what you might otherwise ignore. And in those moments, they're showing you what it means to be truly present, truly aware, and truly connected. As we wrap up, think about this. What would your life look like if you trusted the unseen as much as your cat does? If you let their instincts guide you, not just in moments of danger, but in everyday life? The answers may surprise you. This concludes our exploration of how cats warn us of bad things, but the lessons they teach us go far beyond warnings. They are partners in our spiritual journey, reminding us of the power of intuition, the importance of energy, and the strength of connection. Thank your cat today for all they see, all they do, and all they protect you from.